On a world map, Singapore looks like a tiny dot. In 1819, the British could have chosen many other ports in this region. So why did they pick this one small island? By the end of this video, you'll be able to explain 3 main reasons the British chose Singapore and turn them into a clear exam paragraph using the threeps: position, port, politics. Grab a notebook or open your notes app and write threeps at the top. We'll fill it in as we go. At this time, 2 European powers were trying to control trade in this part of the world: the British and the Dutch. The British East India Company needed a strong trading base to protect its sea route between India and China. They already had Penang and Bencoolen, but these places were not in the best position to control traffic through the Straits of Melaka. So the British started looking for a better spot. Into this situation steps Stamford Raffles. When he reached Singapore in 1819, he saw more than swamps and forests. He saw the solution to 3 problems: location, trade, and politics. First P, position. Look at where Singapore is on the map. It is close to the Straits of Melaka, a narrow sea passage used by many ships sailing between India and China. If the British controlled a port here, they could watch ships passing through, protect their own trade, and make it harder for the Dutch to block them. This meant Singapore was not just any island. Its position made it a perfect crossroad and choke point for regional and long-distance trade. In an exam, if you see a source with a map showing shipping routes passing near Singapore, you can infer that the British chose Singapore because its location helped them control important trade routes. Second P, port. Singapore had a natural sheltered harbor where ships could anchor safely. This made it a good place for large numbers of ships to stop, load, and unload goods. Raffles also had another big idea. He wanted Singapore to be a free port. That means traders did not have to pay heavy taxes on their goods when they came in. Traders from all over the region, Chinese, Indian, Malay, Arab, and European, would be more likely to come if they could save money. So, a good harbor plus a free port policy turned Singapore into a magnet for trade. When a source describes many traders in Singapore, or calls it a busy port, you can connect it to this free port policy and its good harbor. Third P, politics. In some parts of this region, Dutch control was already quite strong, but in Singapore, their hold was weaker. At the same time, there was a dispute over who should be the rightful ruler. Raffles worked with local leaders and recognized one of them as Sultan. In return, this ruler allowed the British to set up a trading post in Singapore. This gave the British a legal base without fighting a war. It also allowed them to move quickly before the Dutch could react. If a source mentions a treaty, a local ruler, or Dutch and British rivalry, you can link it to political reasons for choosing Singapore. Let's pull everything together. Why did the British choose Singapore in 1819? Remember the threeps? Position. Singapore's location near the Straits of Melaka helped the British control important sea routes. Port. Its natural harbor and free port policy attracted many traders. Politics. Weaker Dutch control and a treaty with local rulers gave the British a legal base at the right time. Now, here is one exam frame you can copy and adapt. Point. The British chose Singapore because its position helped them control important trade routes. Evidence. For example, Singapore is close to the Straits of Melaka, which many ships used when sailing between India and China. Explain. By setting up a port there, the British could protect their own trade and reduce Dutch control over this sea passage. Link. Therefore, Singapore's strategic position made it a very attractive choice for the British. Pause the video and try writing your own Peel paragraph using either port or politics as the main point. Use the same structure: point, evidence, explain, link. So now you know why the British chose this tiny island in 1819. It wasn't an accident. Its position, port, and politics solved key problems for the British. If you can explain those 3 reasons and write 1 Peel paragraph, you're already in a strong position for your test. Understanding why Singapore became important helps you see how a small trading post grew into a major city and how geography and politics shaped its future. Next, watch the video on how Singapore grew from a trading post into a busy port city. You can also download the one-page checklist linked below and try the quiz to test yourself. If you found this helpful, please save this video and share it with a friend. Subscribe for more videos that break down history into simple exam-ready explanation. See you in the next one.